let's start. Okay, so this is OET listening part A. I was just saying to these guys, it's a really, really important part of the listening test. It is hard, but it's much more, you have a much better chance in listening part A than, for example, part C, which can seem impossible sometimes. Okay, so today, as usual, I want to try and do three things. We'll review the format of the test. I'm going to do this in a different way today. Then we'll talk about the three techniques all together. And then we will also do a test today. Also, guys, I suppose one thing I want to do is I suppose we're doing four things today, really. So 1.5 will be a pre-listen. Can anyone tell me what does that mean? Hussein, for example, what is a pre-listen?
Pre-lessons
Yeah, what is it?
before we are listening something, we just
Yeah,
like preamble or
exactly. And I want, guys, I'm going to give you lots of chances to listen to the audio today. And maybe even you can look at the transcript as well. This is not actually a test, it's a class, and we want to try and learn things. Okay, so this is what we're doing, guys. Format of test, discuss three techniques, do the test, okay, and then get the answers. Let's get started. Format, I'm always talking about format because there will be some people here who really don't know the test very well. If you don't know OET listening part A very well, please say hello or put your hands up now. Who doesn't know this test very well? We always have to do this because our classes have to be flexible, right? It's not really a course. Every live session has to be for everyone. Who's not so good with this? Fatima, maybe. Anyone doesn't really.
actually I also have some problem. I'm just losing the signpost when I'm listening most,
Okay, we'll
especially
definitely
in
talk
part
about
A.
we'll talk about that, Hussein. But of course, you know the test. Rachel's saying she doesn't know it that well. Is there anyone else who doesn't know this test very well? Who doesn't know it? Okay, well, if there's only one, we can do this fairly quickly then. We can do this quite quickly. All right, so format means what is the test like? How many questions are there? How long is the audio? All of these basic facts. Now, today, what I want to do with you guys is this. This is the task today. I will speak about listening part A format for about 5 minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. You guys are going to listen and answer the questions. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes.
Everyone seems so quiet today. Let's just test a few people. Bertha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Bertha, format, what does that mean? What did I say it means, please? Format is the
Uh, format.
Well, Aisha, maybe you can help her, or Christina. What does format mean? I just said it. Just Aisha or Christina, please, or
The
Bertha.
structure of the listening part.
Thank you. It's
Fill
like
the
the
gaps.
structure, the facts, the way it is, right? So we're doing this for Rachel, who's new in the class, and maybe a few other people who are too shy to tell us. Now, what am I going to do first? Gloria, what's going to happen first? Could you say hello, Gloria, or Mariana? Oslem.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, what am I going to do first?
First, we focus on who will speak.
Well, this is why I'm asking these questions, to see if people actually understand what I'm saying. No, right? What we're going to do is this. The teacher, me, can you read this? What does it say?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. The teacher will
Speak about.
Can you read it for us, Mariana? Go on, try again.
You'll speak about listening part A for about 3 to 5 minutes.
Fantastic. Now, Ramona, what do we have to do? These questions are listening tests, aren't they, guys? Sumaya, what do we have to do now? Veronica, what do you guys need to do? Number 2.
Hello.
Hello there, Sumaya, Ramona,
Listen.
and
Listen to what you say and learn.
and
Listen, learn.
can anyone help her?
Be quiet.
Answer the question. Answer
Answer
the
the
questions.
Okay, so guys, come on, let's focus now, please. Okay, I'm going to talk about the test. You guys are going to listen and answer these questions. Okay, I will give you now 30 seconds just to read the questions. Okay, 30 seconds starts now. This is the task. Just read the questions and get ready, please. Okay, when you finish reading the questions, just type in the chat box that you have finished reading these questions. Okay, all right, so hopefully we've had a bit of time to finish reading. Now, Hussein, Carmen, Helen, people like Vlad, I've got an extra task for you. Okay, you guys, I am going to make 2 mistakes when I talk. You tell me what those mistakes are. Okay, so Vlad, Carmen, Helen, these people, they know these questions already very well. They know these questions. So if you feel a little bit like you know this already, tell me, what mistakes do I make? All right. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll count down from 3, and I've written down what mistakes I'm going to make today as well. So I've written this down. Okay, 3 is listening test. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so OET listening part A is not the most difficult part of the exam, but it can be quite tricky. There are 24 questions in total, and there are 2 audio clips. Each audio clip ranges from about 4 to 6 minutes. On average, maybe we can say it's 5 minutes, but you might get one that's 4 minutes. You might get one that's 6 minutes. Of course, it's not always going to be the same. In terms of how many questions there are per audio, some people get confused about this and they think it's something like 10 or 20. That's not the case. The answer is, of course, that there are 12 questions. In terms of how much time you have before the audio starts, again, this can be confusing. Some people believe that there's 90 seconds or 10 seconds, but this is not true. The answer would be 30 seconds. In terms of the type of the questions, it's quite an easy to recognize type that you see in OET listening part A. It's, of course, fill in the blanks, so gap fill style questions. And can we make any spelling errors? You're not allowed to make any spelling errors at all in this part of the test, so be very, very careful about that. And finally, in terms of how much time there is at the end to check your answers, it depends on whether you're doing the computer test or the paper test. For the computer test, you're going to have 1 minute at the end of listening part A to check your answers. In the paper test, you're going to have 2 minutes at the end of part C to check all of the sections. But of course, here you should be focusing mainly on part A. In terms of what techniques people use, people often try to predict the gaps before the audio starts, and also they like to eliminate the answer options as well. Okay, so I'm trying to turn this into a test, right? I'm speaking very fast, and I wonder if you guys heard me. Mary, did you hear the answer to this one? Or maybe
Yes,
you didn't
I
know it.
did.
What is it? How many questions?
Said 24 questions.
Is that what I said, guys? Did I say that? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
I did say it, and it is.
No.
I did say 24. Yeah, no. Aha. I said 24. Okay, Manuela, how many audio clips did I say there are?
2.
Did I say that, guys, or is she just using her knowledge? Did I actually say this?
Say 2.
Yeah.
I did say it. I did say it. Sumaya, if you could put your microphone on, or we could.
Yes.
How long is each audio clip? How long is the audio clips?
5 minutes.
Now, did I say it exactly like that?
No.
How to see
Not
it?
exactly. Well, I said lots of things here, so I'm going to ask for Uliana. Do you remember what I said? I said probably 2 things.
Yeah, you said like it ranged about from 4 till 6, but approximately it's 5.
Ranges from 4 to 6 mins.
Yeah.
Did I say approximately, guys? Hussein,
Uh,
Rachel. I didn't say approximately 5.
Average.
Average.
Average. Oh, yeah.
So this is like I'm trying to make this a listening test. So you got most of it, Uliana. Don't worry. Ura.
Sorry, Aaron, I think you did miss it. You missed
right,
the first bullet point.
Ah, yes. Sorry, beg your pardon. So
No
you
worries.
helped. How long is each audio clip? What did I say? Oh, sorry. This should be here. How many questions per audio? Sorry. What did I say there, please? Fareed.
Yeah, it's 4 to 6 minutes.
How many questions per audio? What did I say?
Yeah, it's, 12.
Did I say that, guys?
You said 10 or 20?
No.
No, 12. Average.
Now,
12.
did I make that mistake in this one, or did I just try to trick you? Helen, what did I say?
You said some people thinks it is 10 or 20, but it is 12.
So what am I doing when I do this?
Confusion.
You make from more than one option to select, but we need to listen carefully what is the answer.
Exactly. And we'll talk about this later, guys. In OET, often when you're expecting the answer to be, for example, a number, right? Or if you're expecting the answer to be a symptom or a hobby, you might hear more than one answer in OET. It's very common. Okay, how much time before the exam starts? Rachel, Najibullah, what did I say? Rachel, Najibullah, or Onahid, Marwa, Mariana. How much time before the exam?
90 seconds.
30 seconds.
Did I say that?
30.
Yes.
You
said 90. You said 90 seconds,
You
but
didn't say
not.
90.
Again, often teachers will call these distractors, right? Carmen, what's a distractor?
Something that you focus on something else that is not the answer.
Right? So I said some people think it's 90. Some people, right?
Yeah.
So again, it's very simple, obvious thing. OET will do this to you during the exam. Vlad, Veronica, what type of questions are there?
It's fill in the gaps.
Yeah, what did I say? I said 2 things.
Fill in. You said instead of gaps, that's something else. Don't
What
remember.
did I say? What's the 2 ways? It's the same thing, guys.
The blank.
Blank.
Filling.
Yeah.
I think what is it, gaps or blanks? Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe I said blanks and gap fill.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same thing, guys. Okay. Let me ask this now to Tugba, please, or Marwa. Actually, Kokila, you're here today.
Yes.
Can you make spelling errors in the listening test?
Yes, we can, but you said no spelling error.
I said no spelling errors. Is this
Must be very
correct?
serious.
No. Okay. This was Alan's, the teacher's first mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
We can make spelling errors, can't we? But Hussein, can you tell us, are we allowed to make big ones, small ones, medium ones? Hussein.
Not changing the meaning.
Yes, Marwa, thanks for helping us here. Guys, we can make spelling errors, but they shouldn't change the meaning, okay? They should be small, okay? Should be small. Okay, so Helen, how much time is there at the end to check answers?
You said for computer-based, 1 minute at end of part A, and for paper-based, 2 minutes at the end of part C, but we need to focus on part A.
Is that right, guys? Did I say that? And is it correct?
Yes, correct.
So it is correct. And does anyone have any questions about this? Often people are a bit confused about this. Computer test, you'll get 1 minute end of part A. Paper test, you'll get 2 minutes end of part C. Helen, is there any point in the paper test in checking part B or C?
We won't remember the audios, and there's no point to.
Exactly. So guys, there's no reason to check parts C and B, I don't think. So therefore, I suppose you have an advantage, don't you? What is your advantage? In the paper test, you have an advantage. What is it, guys?
More time for spelling mistake error.
Someone should tell OET this, that it's not actually the same. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll send an email about this.
Please don't let them know. Just leave it.
And okay, what techniques do people use now? What did I say? Gloria, Diana. I said 2 things here. Did you get it? Gloria or Diana or Christina, Chithra. Maybe you did.
Predicting the answers.
Predict the answers.
Predict the
Yeah,
the gaps.
The gaps, sorry.
And Christina, did I say anything else?
Yeah, you said just choose the right answers.
No, eliminate.
Eliminate, yes.
Elimination.
Said eliminate. Now, Carmen, is that correct?
No.
No.
That's
You
something
don't
more
have
like
what to eliminate. You don't have the answers in front of you. You have to listen for the answers.
Yeah, you don't have to choose.
this would be Alan's second mistake. I hope you guys got my mistakes, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so look, if you're new to OET, it's really quite simple, all right? The test looks like this. There you go. And you're basically going to answer 24 questions. There's 2 audio clips. Each audio clip's about 5 minutes. 12 questions per audio. You get 30 seconds before you start. What situation are we in, guys? What are we always listening to? Where are we in this test?
Consultation between
doctor.
healthcare professional and patient.
It's always a consultation, okay? So if you want to practice, guys, make sure you do that. Let's talk about techniques, though. So, Deanna, could you say hello? Hello. When I say techniques, do you know what I mean by predict the gaps? Do you know what I mean by that?
Categorization.
Just excuse me, just Deanna. Do you know what I mean by predict the gaps, Deanna?
I don't know how to say it.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll show you today, guys. We'll focus on predicting the gaps today. Okay. Also, are there any other techniques though? Anthony, do you know any other techniques we can use? Mariana, Manuela, what other techniques do we have that we can use?
Anticipate the.
Anticipate. Well, anticipate is the same as predict.
Predict, yeah.
Here, anticipate is the same. What about
signpost?
Letitia, please. Bertha. What other techniques can we
We
use?
can look for the categorization, the categorization, the answers.
Correct.
Before.
And I'll show you an example of this today, guys. Today we will learn this, but I'm looking for another one. Mashid, Onyeka. Is there something else I can do?
Skimming?
Yes, sir. Onyeka.
I said skimming.
Skimming would be more like for the reading. in part A. We can't really skim audio. Rachel, Tugba, Taybet. What
I have a
technique?
question though.
I'll take questions in a minute, but I want hands up. Does anyone know the other technique? I do the same every week. Thank you. Mohammed Dara, what technique?
Can we look for the
Yeah, I
signpost?
think, yeah,
Just
exactly.
Mohammed Dara,
Looking
please.
for, looking
Sorry.
for keywords or signposts.
Okay, sorry. Now, guys, if I say a name, just focus, let that person answer, please. So, Mohammed Dara, signposts, maybe someone else said that. Fatima, is there another thing we can do? Liana, do you want to help her? Do you want to help her? She can't think of one.
And paraphrased also, you can, we need to figure out like these words, they were paraphrased and like it will help us.
They will paraphrase, but that's not really a technique. Veronica. Well, I'm not gonna. Well, Marwa knows this. Marwa. So the other thing we look at is
Selector.
selector words. Okay. Now today I'm going to go through these. I'll show you. Don't worry. It's really not so difficult. But these I will teach these today, and we'll practice. Okay. But don't worry. It's not really that complicated. Maybe you're thinking, what is he talking about? For me, it's just a very, very simple thing. I'll teach you today. However, I want to teach you in the test. Does that make sense? I want to teach you at the same time as we do the test. Okay? So is everyone ready to look at the test? We're going to learn these 3 techniques in the test. Is everyone ready?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. And if you're watching on YouTube, hope it was useful.